It was the big game in Tennent's National 1 on Saturday. Fourth place Selkirk looking to do the double on league leaders Marr at Fullerton Park in Troon. Scott Bickerstaff leading Marr out on his 200th appearance for the club, getting there before his equally talented brother Connor, who captains the side. Selkirk drew first blood with just 3 minutes on the clock. After a good build-up, retaining the ball for several phases, scrum half Aaron McComb passed to Darren Clapperton, who sent the ball right out to the left flank, where prop Bruce Riddle was lurking, and he got past Scott Bickerstaff and Findlay Hazel to dive in at the corner for a converted try. 3 minutes later, though, and the home side were back on level terms after a number of pick and drives, eventually seeing hooker Stephen Adair grounding the ball. The forecast was for heavy rain for the whole of the match, but that never materialised. It was still, though, a very sticky surface for all to contend with. But that didn't stop both teams trying to run the ball, and you can always rely on Connor Bickerstaff using his power and pace to get in the faces of the opposition. Gregor Paxton, too, enjoying moments with ball in hand. But Selkirk have backs who can run the ball as well, and Darren Clapperton occasionally found ways through the Marr defence, this move, though, breaking down. With 172 tries already scored in the purple jersey, Scott Bickerstaff would have enjoyed adding another on his 200th appearance, and he certainly had some chances to show what he can do, but a well-drilled Selkirk defence stopped him from going too far here. But Marr kept things alive, and a clever kick ahead from Liam McLaughlin, meant for the pacey Jack Scott, was covered well by Ryan Cottrell, who got back on his first start for the visitors, and the danger was over. Marr's pack were certainly putting in a shift, and when they won a penalty in front of the posts, it looked as though a certain 3 points would put them in the lead. Instead, the decision was made to go for the try, and credit to Selkirk, they defended it well and even managed to win a penalty for themselves, which didn't go down too well with fly half Colin Sturgeon. You can understand his frustration at losing the opportunity to take the lead. But of course, if it had come off, it would have been 7 points. These are the moments which can change games. On this occasion, it was a let-off for Selkirk. Fraser Grant went on a little run here, making a few yards before being brought down by Clapperton, and with the ball dislodged, it was another chance gone for Marr. Using the wind to good effect, though, was Rory Banks, hoisting a Gary Owen for Fraser Anderson, who took it well and could probably have made it to the line if he'd backed himself, but he cut inside and Scott McClymont hacked on instead. From this position, it looked as if Marr would have the situation well under control, but Scott lost his footing and it was left to Connor Bickerstaff to touch down. But McClymont appeared to snatch the ball off him and get the try. The referee consulted with his assistant referee. The try wasn't given, but it's a decision which could have gone either way. From the 5-metre scrum, Selkirk got the points with captain Ewan McDougall passing to Aaron McComb, and he found a gap to put his team in front at the break. Rory Banks' conversion, making it 14-7. From a similar position on 50 minutes, Ross Miller went over for a converted try for Marr to tie things up again. And then on 67 minutes, Colin Sturgeon finally got his chance to put his team in front for the first time in the game. And it really was a cracker in these conditions, a 40-metre peach of a kick. Time was running out for Selkirk, but they got themselves into the Marr half and with less than 2 minutes remaining, won a penalty. Up stepped Rory Banks, cool as you like, and that kick was the final scoring of the match, which ended Marr 17, Selkirk 17. A very good 2 points for Selkirk, but Marr will be disappointed that they didn't get more out of the game. That result, though, puts Jed Forrest back on top, but crucially, Marr have a game in hand.
The boys came up here and we expected to have a really tough game, which it was, and we'll take that draw any day. It did feel like a win at the end with Rory Banks kicking that penalty to get the draw, but no, it was brilliant. Good effort by the boys.
It almost feels like a loss in the way because, like you say, there's the if, buts and maybes. Possibly should have been a bit more clinical in stages, but yeah, fair play to Selkirk. They absolutely shut us down in the second half. We couldn't really do much, so.